Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 45 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on recognizing God's hand in my life. So, yay, we made it to day 45. So, today was just one of my emotional, depressing days. I don't know, it's one of those things where I just wake up and I don't want to do anything and I'm just fighting my depression, and I was kind of giving into it today quite a bit. But I checked my email today, and my sister had sent me my song again, but she sent it with my name on it the way that I wanted it, as the person that did the lyrics. And then she also recorded it with her singing, so I could hear how it sounds the way she sang it. And it really does have the tune, the melody that I did send to her. And I was like, oh, it does have the melody I sent to her. I just wasn't hearing it because she slowed it way down. So it takes twice as long to get through the song the way my sister sings it than it did the way that I sing it. So it's much slower than the way that I originally imagined it or sent it, but it sounds beautiful the way that she did it, and I love it. So I'm not complaining. I was like, oh, okay, now I can hear my tune in it. Now I get it, because the words and everything, I was like, okay, it's there. Just what I sent her is there. It's just much slower than the way that I did originally, but it sounds so pretty the way that she did it. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave it that way. But I was just happy to just sit there and hear my song being sung. And it also kind of dawned on me, and it was kind of one of those funny things where I know I write stuff, and I've mentioned this in my videos before, where I write something like my books or my stories and I leave them alone for a while and I go back and read it. I'm like, oh, this is really good, and I forget that I wrote it. So listening to my sister sing my song, I was like, oh, this is just a really pretty song. And I'm like, oh yeah, but I wrote that. So it's just always kind of that fun little surprise to me to realize that I really like something that I made. And I don't know why that's so surprising to me. But it does. It surprises me, and it's always a happy surprise. I'm like, yay, and I'm so proud of myself. I did this, so yay. And then I sent it to one of my writing group friends, and she emailed me back, and she's like, I can't wait for you to get this like professionally recorded and stuff. And I was like, don't even know how to go about doing that, seriously. It just kind of perked me up to have my sister send me her song. And then my friend from the temple that's going to help me edit my videos wasn't going to be able to come today, and then last minute she was able to come today to like just look at my videos. And I was like, seriously? Like, I just was not expecting that at all. And I was kind of bummed that she couldn't come, but I was okay with it. I totally understood, and I was just kind of like, okay, I have nothing planned for today, so I guess that's another reason my brain is like, well, there's nothing going on today, so we can just be lazy. We just don't have to do anything today. It was so nice because she came, and it just boosted my spirits just to have a friend show up at the door and just be like, hey, I'm here. And I'm like, hey, yay, you're here. And so we just got to talk, and I got to share some of her ideas, my ideas, with her, and she could share some of her ideas with me as to like what to do. And she asked questions like, can I do this? Can I do that? Like add music or do editing? And I was like, you know what, just do it to the old videos, like the gratitude videos, play with those ones. And till we figure out what we like. And then you can do it with the current videos. So this one she's actually going to just edit before we upload it, I think. So this will be the first video that's edited before it's uploaded. Very grateful for my friend willing to do that for me. And we came up with we did Canva to do like the editing or the thumbnails and whatever, and then editing in YouTube. So we kind of had to like give each other permission and create a group thing to share all of the stuff that I have with her on her thing. So we came up with a name for that. It was kind of fun. She's like, what do you want to name our group? And I was like, so it was kind of fun. It brought up some memories from when I was training to be a semi-truck driver, and there was a group of guys that I hung out with. There was like 3 of them and just me, and it was kind of cool. They kind of looked out for me, and we all kind of rode together, trained together, all of that stuff. So it was kind of fun. And one of them created t-shirts with a team name on it. So when she was like, what should we name our team? And it kind of just popped into my brain. I'm like, oh, I have to show you my t-shirt I still have. I'm like, hey, check it out. I still have my shirt with the team name on it. So it was kind of fun to reminisce about other things and stuff that I have done that's been creative or different or random, and just always exciting for me to do something creative with my life. And so grateful for my friend that wants to come over and help me do creative stuff. She's just like volunteering and showing up, and it's fantastic. And it just totally made my day today. So I was like, yay, thank you so much. I was like, God just knew what I needed today. It was good and it felt really good. And then I actually went in my kitchen and I made some pancakes for dinner tonight. And I was like, yay. And I finally figured out how to use like baking soda and vinegar as an egg substitute. I've tried it many a time and it's never quite worked out very well. And then I think I tried it like a week or so ago and I finally figured out how to do it. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but I always try to just mix the vinegar and the baking soda together and then add it to the batter or the mixture like you would just an egg. And I know when you do like flaxseed or something else that you do a substitute with, you have like for flaxseed, you have to add water and let it sit for so many minutes before you can add it as an egg for it to, you know, interact or whatever. So I tried doing that with the baking soda and the vinegar. And apparently, when you do it, in order for it to be an egg substitute, you just have to mix the baking soda in with the because you do all the dry ingredients first. So baking soda is a dry ingredient. You mix all the dry ingredients in, and then you mix all the wet ingredients in, and then you mix it all together. And then I discovered that if you add the vinegar last, then the vinegar interacts with everything, and you kind of mix it all together, and it makes it all nice and fluffy. So it has the same effect of the rising, and then it also holds everything together like an egg. So it was made pancakes tonight and I watched my pancakes rise and I'm like, even when I used to have eggs and I would mix eggs in with pancake batter, I could never get the pancakes to rise. And I was like, look at that, my pancakes are rising with the baking soda and vinegar. It's fantastic. And just for anybody that doesn't want to Google it, so for every egg you just, teaspoon and a tablespoon. But yeah, you put the teaspoon of baking soda in with the dry ingredients and then mix in all the wet ingredients and then add the tablespoon of vinegar at the end. So that is my discovery, and it was fabulous, and I was excited for my pancakes rising, and I just thought I would share that in case anybody else is trying to learn how to bake without eggs. For whatever reason, it works really well. So anyway, that's all I have for today. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and find ways to recognize God's hand in your life too.